I better take it off. Ooh-wee. Hey people, what's up? It's Saturday, Earth Day, 23rd of April, and the wind is just kicking up a mess here in Omaha. Has been for since yesterday. We're getting wind gusts. It feels like these wind gusts are over 40 miles per hour. It was hard to walk across the street. So here I am, and it's Record Store Day, and it's also Earth Day. And due to the wind, I am probably not going to attempt to brave the outdoor events of Earth Day today. I can just imagine it's a madhouse in the park where all the things are going on, and the wind is just blowing hard today. But I thought I would go ahead and show you that I did buy some records today. A couple things that are actually Record Store Day titles. And then the other things that I bought that it's like, yeah, ooh, I'm just glad to find that. So, what I was playing was one of today's used finds. Because it's really hard to find Meshuggah on vinyl around here. So, Violent Sleep of Reason. I was very happy to see it's a black vinyl. Don't need the... they do so many variations of color, you know, when they release their records, limited edition. That's fun when you can do it, but it's the music. I really like this band a lot. The way they work with time, the drumming, everything about it. Meshuggah. The Violent Sleep of Reason. I was very happy to see this in the used section. I only went to one store because it's like, it's so easy to overspend. I did have fun in the store with Simon Jr. because I went to Great Prix. Because it is the sort of thing of where, you know, you go and you sort of get spotted. I mean, I'm just a local, but still, when you play a good show and people see you out in public after seeing your show, there's always that glow in the eyes. Man, you guys were awesome. I love that, you know, and I had that happen with a couple folks. Oh, and there's another clip, a whole song from the show. I'll leave the link. Sean Everidge's site. He took a clip of a whole song. So here's a Record Store Day title that they got me. They know they do. They're putting out something by Gong. I'm gonna get it. Gong in the 70s. I haven't played this. I just got home. Just got home. And overall, I have what's on here. But they do have some home rehearsal recordings on here, which makes it desirable. Great package. You know, really, really nicely done. Double album. 2 different colors of vinyl, which is always, that's fun. We like that. The other album color is worth showing, so I'll grab that too. Again, really glad that I was able to make the connection physically with these people and meet David and Gilly and Didier Malherbe and Pip Pyle, Mike Howlett, Steffi Sharpstrings. Was he with them when I saw him? Yeah. They feel like part of my international family, headwise. You know, we're in the same headspace. So this was really... We'll see how this sounds. I'm just showing it to you. I just got it. So I got Meshuggah. I got Gong. In the used section, they had this. Don't have Disintegration Loops by William Basinski on vinyl. Would like to. But they had this. William Basinski and Richard Chartier. Divertissement. And I haven't heard this one, so Looking forward to this. This is a second edition. It says on the back, second edition of 500. It's going to be some good stuff. I bought 4 more. And the only other record store day title I bought was this one, The Wire. Not About to Die. Studio demos, 1977-78. Yeah, I'm real curious about hearing this. Wire is one of those bands. Wire is one of the bands that inspired me to start my own band, Digital Sex. Wire, XTC, but even more strongly, Joy Division and Wire. I just felt like I could do it when their music hit me really strong. Still some of my favorites. So I got this, looking forward to diving into this. The other things I bought were unrelated to Record Store Day. This is a reissue of this, been after this for a while. Costa, India, the camel toe band cover. And what more can you say, you know? I mean, she is just an incredible vocalist. Really fantastic. So, you know, I can see where this was meant to provoke the authorities, because that's what they were, part of what was going on with this music, Tropicalia, and the youth in Brazil back then. It's like, we deserve a life, you know. So I was really glad to see this. It's a reissue. I wanted an original, but I got it. 2 more. Another one by Jacques Lowe. I showed you recently where I picked up an album by him finally. Grapefruit got in another one for me. More Intra Musique. I don't know what to expect from this, but I am looking forward to it very much. Looking forward to diving into this very much. And the last thing was a real happy to get this in. Limited edition. Finally, Akira Ishikawa and his Count Buffaloes. African rock. Been after some Count Buffalo records forever because they are rare. And I haven't played this yet. But I've been after this. So that's my record store haul. Feeling much better today. Let me keep going and show you what I was playing last night, because I had some fun playing records last night. Lost and Found from Texas. For Everlasting Plastic Words on the International Artist label. This is a reissue, because as you know, this label is very collectible. I once had a whole set of originals of these, and got conned into selling it to a local collector, Flipper, who years later, out of guilt, admitted to me that he took advantage of me and settled up, which was that was righteous of him to do that. This is really good. It's got this Texas psych sound, very similar to 13th Floor Elevators. Rocky Erickson makes a guest yowl on here. It's Rocky. No one else can do it. That sound except him. And then it's funny. They do Bob Dylan. It's like they're doing Bob Dylan pastiche on a couple songs, and it's just really kind of funny. It had been a while. This band really can just blow me away when I'm in the mood to play them. And this is one of my favorites, Blackwater Park by Opeth. And this pretty much got played all the way through last night, and I love everything about it, including the fact that Michael was still growling on the vocals. But the arrangements on here, the guitar work, the drums, the drummer at the time, who had to leave the band, and it was just too much for him. But his drumming is very important to the feeling of this album. It's got a funk to it. Blackwater Park, killer album. Years ago, someone sent me this traditional music from Norway. It's a reissue because apparently originals of this are collectible. Kong Lavring. And I really enjoyed this last night. Didn't play it all, but it's a traditional folk sound. Don't know the language at all. Don't need to, when the music and the spirit comes through. Very strong. Steve Kilbey with Martin Kennedy. For a while, Martin Kennedy was sending me his records to review. And this is one, Inside We Are the Same. This is the white vinyl version. This is really subtly very tasty. Steve Kilbey from the Church. But they're moving into kind of a Pink Floyd territory with this sound. It's spacey and floaty. Lovely harmonies. All the songs are well constructed. Inside We Are the Same. This is quite good. Quite good. Completely in another direction, and yet quite satisfying last night. Had to play two sides, it was going down so good. Merzbow with Keiji, Haino, and Balazs, Pandi. And Untroublesome, Defencelessness. Electronics and drums. And it does so much more than just that. It's just, it moves and it roils and it pulsates. And it is not boring. This is very intense, very good. Really enjoyed that. Metabolisme, Tempus, Fugit, some of that keyboard-driven progressive rock from the 70s, 1976. This is a French group. And this is good. It's got this sort of sweet sort of feel to it. Long, many passages, but well done. Pretty well written. Metabolisme. Okay? Okay. Second Layer. You know this album, World of Rubber? You know the band's The Sound with Adrian Borland, who unfortunately committed suicide? Great English band. I think they were Manchester. When I played with Mark Burgess of the Chameleons, he was we talked at length about Adrian because they were friends. And he had seen Adrian the day before Adrian took his life. This is cool because it's not what you would expect. It's all electronic and minimal, almost like orchestral OMD. Not really, no. More minimal. But with Adrian's distinctive voice and guitar. This is a reissue of it. World of Rubber. I'd been wanting this for a while. And this, a couple more because, I have to be honest, I was at the store yesterday and grabbed this, canned soundtracks. At first I thought to myself I wasn't going to really be interested in these colored vinyl reissues. But once I bought one, it's like, they get you, and then you want to get them all. But the other thing was, when I bought the remaster of, I forget which one it was, but it was like, it was really noticeable. The improved quality due to the remaster, and pretty consistent so far. This sounds great, and I have an original of this on Liberty. This was a poll. Just hadn't listened to it for a while. Really good, kind of different. There's a Baroque feel to this album. The Mandrake Memorial gets mentioned in psych lists quite a bit from the past. But it's really unusual. And Craig Anderton, who has done things since here, of note. This is unusual. It's very good songwriting and playing. Not exactly psychedelic though. So yesterday I went down to Grapefruit. Just couldn't help myself, you know. I tried to hold off till record store day. But I'm glad I didn't, because they had in the used Minnie Pop's reissue of Sparks in a Dark Room. Now I have the original, this band from the Netherlands. I love this album. I think it's one of the best things on Factory Records. Seriously, one of the best albums they ever put out. This just moves me, unlike you would think something this static would. It's just got a lot of and it's a reissue, remaster, but it's a double. So you get the original album here on blue, but the bonus, and this is a real bonus, is the other extra, not extra, but the other album, which is a live performance, and it is, wow. It's very good. It's very powerful. It's kind of uncanny that this staticky music is so moving to me. Minnie Pop's Sparks in a Dark Room. This is a tough album. Tough stuff. So that's really what's going on. It's record store day. It's Earth Day. Mother Earth is not very happy with us. We haven't been very kind to Mother Earth. So, whatever you do today, make it good.